Hey girl, I hope you're feeling good today. I'm Kathy, your kinesiologist, and I'm super happy to be back with you to do a great strength training. Thank you for showing up. Let's get moving and start with our warm-up. So place your feet a little wider than your hips, bring your hands together and circle around your head. So you want to bring your elbows very wide and open here. You can imagine if you're not able to keep your hands together, it's fine. This movement takes a lot of mobility in your shoulders. You could imagine you're holding a ball in your hand and you're just making it go around your head. So bring your shoulders high. All right, we're gonna get ready for the second move. Place your feet really wide, bounce here in the sumo squat, and then we add the twist. So remember, 2 weeks ago, we did a nice twist, so I want to have that same movement. I want you to feel good in your spine. It's a nice little back massage. But today, if you want, you can contract your abs a little more. So we're already starting the workout, even in the warm-up. So make sure you bounce. And now open even wider and bounce for 3 here. Switch sides, stay low. 1, 2, 3, stay low, switch. If you prefer, you can do it like we did last week, which is just one side to another. But if you really want another option, it's just different. It feels good in your body here. We're still moving, but we're getting a little bit more of a stretch. And we're gonna have the last movement to bring up a little bit your cardio. So I want you to do a very mini lunge at the back here. And if you want, you can punch. You could add a little jump if you want. You don't have to, we're just warming up. So we're preparing the body and the mind as well for what's coming up, so you don't have to go intense in the warm-up. It's a warm-up, all right? We're gonna repeat all these movements a second time. So come your feet together, hands together, and circle around your head. Or again, you can imagine that you have a ball in your hand and you just bring it around your head. Make sure you breathe well. Your knees are nice and soft. And the next movement is coming very soon. Sumo squat, bounce and twist. Let's get ready. Here we go. Open wide. If you want, you can go a little lower in the bounce in the sumo squat. You could go a little faster in the twist as well. You choose your pace. Remember, I work with time, so that allows you to choose the pace you want to move to. So you can really choose what's best for you today with the level of energy that you have for the workout. Let's go even wider. Close your feet, bounce for 3, 2, 1, stay low and switch. 1, 2, 3, stay low and switch. I want your hips to be back. I want your back to be straight and your knee is aligned with your toes here. Very important. I don't know if I bounce for 3 or 2 when I speak like that. It's okay. As long as we're moving and preparing the body, that's all that matters. Last 30 seconds for the warm-up. Little punch and lunges. If you want, you can jump. Go ahead. Just do what feels good. Today, we have 4 blocks with 2 movements each. We're gonna do 3 rounds again, but it's gonna be 1-minute intervals. Oh boy. We did 45 seconds the first week, 30 seconds last week, and today is 1 minute. So let's relax here. I'm gonna show you our first 2 movements and prepare the timer as well for 1 minute. So we're gonna do prisoner squat. That means you bring your hands all the way at the back of your head here. Place your feet nice and comfortable so you don't have to force yourself to have your feet parallel and super narrow. Not really good for your hips. Just decide what feels good so it can be a little more open. Not a problem. Elbows are nicely open. shoulders are down, and we're gonna go down in the squat and come back up. So you will have to work to keep your spine really straight, gaze up. It's gonna be tempting to look at the floor, but please gaze up. Second movement is gonna be a plank with the spider. So you can add, if you want, you're gonna bring your knee to your elbow. So that's the spider plank. So those are the first two moves. Let's get going for 1 minute of joy and fun. So here, I want you to contract your glutes, press in your heels when you're coming back up. If you want to combine your breathing with the movement, you would breathe in on the way down and breathe out when you come back up. All right, you don't have to. You might find that so intense, but just if you want, it's good not to block your breathing. I really don't want you to do that. Make sure you contract your glutes, press in your heels, keep your shoulders nice and open. You should feel some work in your back as well as in your legs. Couple more seconds before we move on to the spider plank. And let's get ready. So on your knees, you can go on your hands, or you could also go on your elbows if you wanted to. Would be a little harder, but you could still do it. Also, I want you to know that you could be doing it on your knees, all right? So if it feels a little too intense for you on your feet, please, please, please go to your knees and do a great movement. I really prefer that you have a nice quality movement on your knee than having a not so good posture and you hating the workout because you're doing it on your feet, all right? Very important. So choose your option, stay strong. You could also decide to stay in the plank if you wanted to, all right? It's all good. And relax. All right, we're coming back up for the second round of prisoner squat. Just wanna start the timer again because I didn't put any breaks between our reps today. What is going on with me? So you can take your time. If you need a break, press pause, take a little break. I planned breaks between our blocks. Make sure you engage your core as well. So you might want to tuck your belly button towards your spine to engage really the deep muscle of your core. Make sure you breathe. Maybe you want to keep a smile, at least in your heart. I know sometimes when we work out, the smile doesn't reach our face. I kind of have to. But when I work out by myself, most of the time I'm not smiling that much, but it's good. Our brain will think it's fun and you will be more inclined to repeat it because you think it's fun. Go down to the plank now. Make sure your hands are really pushing in the floor. You can decide to stay strong in the plank. I want to make sure here that your hips are not high. This is not a pike. I don't want to say banana either with the hips down. If you're like this, you're gonna feel a lot of pressure in your lower back. So you're strong here, and you add, if you want, the spider. Remember, you can also do it on your knees. You're still gonna feel a great work in your core for your obliques as well. So if it allows you, I'm sorry, I want to speak too fast. If it allows you to do a better quality movement, please go to your knees. Take little breaks if you need to. There's no problem with that. And relax. We have one last round of prisoner squats and the plank. Let's get going. Hands to the back, shoulders down. Elbows are very open, so I wanted to work your upper body as well. You can choose to go faster or slower. You really don't have to be at the same time as me. Keep your gaze high, because if you look down, your body's gonna tend to go down as well, and that's not proper position. So I know that having your arms behind your head might be a little challenge, but keep your posture straight as much as you can. 15 more seconds here. Make sure you engage your glutes. You press in your heels. Your heels are always staying on the floor, very important. And let's go down to the plank. On your knees, put your hands down. Make sure you breathe, and we go. Oh, and add the spider. I almost forgot. I'm sorry about that. Just gonna put this back. All right. So make sure you breathe here. So the plank itself is a very good exercise. When you add the spider, you bring more oblique work to it. So it's all good. Don't forget, you can go to your knees or on your feet. You choose what feels better, what allows you to have a better form, better movement, and we relax. All right, we have a little break here. Grab some water, and we're gonna have a great combination of movements coming for your legs. So it's gonna be a combo of sumo squat and lunge with a quarter turn. Let's see what it looks like. You're gonna start in the squat position here. You get on in squat. You come back up. I want you to turn for a quarter of a turn. So it's important that your hips, your shoulders, and your feet are turning to go down in the lunge. Come back, squat, turn, lunge. So I'm doing the light version here, or you could go with a little jump if you want, or just move faster. All right, you could stay low. I'll show you all that. Then we're gonna go to the floor. And remember, 2 weeks ago, we did it in the finisher move, so it wasn't just that we did, but now we bring it back. Plank, walk up and down. So in the plank position here, you're gonna go down on your elbows and back to your hands. And it's very important that you switch your arms every time, all right? I don't want you to be doing the same side. We're gonna remember to switch. All right, so we go for 3 rounds of these 2 exercises, 1 minute each. I really want to speak too fast today. All right, so let's start with a sumo squat, pivot, lunge, pivot back to center, and other side. So if you want to go faster, go faster. I just want to make sure that you turn your shoulders, your hips, and your feet. We don't want your feet to stay where they are, because then you would twist your knee, and we don't want that. Remember, you could be jumping too if you want. When you jump, there's a little more cardio coming in, so you take your time. You do whatever option feels good for you. Make sure you breathe. You're gonna see it works your balance as well. And right now I'm on my mat, and I realize that doesn't go well on the mat, so maybe you want to step off your mat if you have the space. It moves much better off the mat. So we're gonna go down to the plank now. So you can also do it on your knees, elbows down and back up, and switch your hands. So this is for your arms, but your abs are gonna work quite a bit too. What I want you to be careful, especially if you're on your feet, is to not, look at my hips right now. I don't want you to be dropping, like moving your hips a lot to go do the movement. I want your hips to be as stable as possible, even if it's hard. Okay, so you choose what options allows you to keep your hips straight and do a good quality movement. You're gonna feel your arms are working in this one, your abs too, and we relax. All right, take your time to go back up. We're gonna do our second series of sumo squat and lunge. Let's get going. 1 minute. I'm just gonna step here and see how it feels. So much better. So if you have the option, don't go on your mat for this one. Your feet are gonna move much easier on the floor. So you can go all the way up, twist, all the way down, twist, or you can decide to stay low. Okay? If you choose to stay low, make sure you're not coming with a round back. Keep a straight posture. Very important, especially as time moves. You're getting tired, maybe you're compensating. So I want you to choose an option that allows you to have a good quality. I think I've said it already 10 times today. So important. And relax. We're gonna go down for the plank, walk up and down. So I'm choosing on my knees today, but I want you to feel okay to go to your feet. It's important for me to show you the movement well. So I'm choosing to stay on my knees. You know how to do on your feet. As long as your hips are staying as straight as possible. Make sure you switch your hands. Don't forget. Remember, please, switch your hands. Sometimes the right hand comes first and then the left. Make sure you breathe. And relax. All right, we have one more round to this block. Let's go. Squat and lunge and squat and lunge. Woo! You might feel your legs already or your heartbeat going up. Maybe you're sweating and it's perfect. Everything's good. Make sure you keep a smile in your heart. It's fine if it's not in your face. I can't see it, unfortunately. I'm sure you have a very nice smile. Just make sure you keep it here or even in your face. It's gonna work more muscles if you smile with your face as well. So many muscles are involved in smiling. Why not optimize your workout since you're here? Couple more seconds. And relax. All right, let's go down to the plank. Abs are tight. And make sure you choose a good version for you. Thirty more seconds. We're halfway there. Keep going. Don't hesitate though if you need some breaks. It's better that you take a little break and come back stronger. But when I say a break, you don't take 1 minute, of course. You take a couple seconds only. Just enough to tell yourself you're strong, relaxed, and that you can do it. Of course, I want you to have nice positive speech in your head when you take a break. All right. Now, already the last block for today, and then we're gonna go to the floor. So, we're gonna bring our feet together. So for this one, I want your feet much closer than usual. And we're gonna go down in a squat. 1, 2, 3, and just go touch to the side. I don't want you to transfer your weight on that leg. I want it to stay all on your right leg and then on the left leg, all right? And then we're gonna stay up. We're gonna incline our body. And I need you now for this one to imagine that your arms are very, very heavy. So consciously, I want you to contract the muscles of your arms. We're not using weights for our workouts. So I want you to imagine that your arms are really heavy and you're in molasses. So it's really thick and so there's resistance. So we're gonna go incline here. Very important here, I want a straight back, a really nice core. You're gonna bring your arms all the way back. You're gonna pulse up and down 4 and squeeze to the center 4. And when I squeeze, it's not my elbows bending. No. I want to squeeze with the muscles of my arms. So my arm is staying straight all the time. All right, so you can go faster, slower, as you prefer, but I want you to feel the burn in your arms and upper body. All right, so I think it's gonna be really fun. Let's get going with the first one. So bounce for 1, 2, 3, toe touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. Make sure you keep your eyes high, a straight posture, chest is up. And now I cannot count and talk at the same time. I hope I'm doing 3 and touch. If you want a little more, you could not touch and just keep it 1 inch off the floor. So you're gonna add some balance and some glutes. If you want to relax a little bit, you can come up, down, touch, and up. Down for 3, touch, and up. Okay, there's also that option instead of always staying down here. And one more time on each side, and we're moving to the next one. I hope you felt your legs. So now, bend over, straight back, and press. 4, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, going up, and squeeze, and up, and squeeze. Go as high as you can here, and as close as you can. I need your chest to be really open. You should feel the work in your arms already. You might feel your lower back, the back of your legs as well. That's normal because you're stabilizing here the position, you're bending over. So it's not just your arms working right now, your legs and your core is also engaging to help you maintain that position. And relax. All right, that was fun. Let's do it again. Together, 1, 2, 3, and touch. So we're preparing for what's coming in the next week. We might be working on some push-ups. So I'm preparing your arms. Slowly, we're building it so that when we actually do push-ups, you feel strong and good at it. Same thing for our legs. We might be doing single leg squats. Maybe it's coming. So we're building it, all right? So that we can really be successful when we actually do it. Remember, if you need a little break, come back up. Oops, I forgot to bounce. And up. So you can do that. Or stay down, as you prefer. And relax. Shake your legs. Woo. Come back here. Bend over. Brace your core. Press. 3, 4. Together. Up. Together. Don't forget, there's resistance in the air. You want to press it. Your arms are super heavy. So you're creating resistance. Up. If you feel like your lower back is letting you down, take a little break and come back out. There's 15 more seconds. Let's go. Put your mind to it, and your body's gonna do it. So remember yourself, you're strong, and you can do this, all right? And relax. That's the kind of talk we wanna have in our head, that we're strong, that we can do it. Yes, maybe it's hard, but we can do it, all right? Let's do it one more time before we move to the ground. So 3, 2, 1, and side. 3, 2, 1, and side. Getting pretty hot here. I don't know for you. Oh my God. Remember, you can go back up and go down for 3. And you can also add if you want. So make sure you have a nice posture. 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. So you choose if you want to touch or if you want to lift your foot, or if you want to come back in between. You have many options. I think you can choose what's best for you and still have a very good workout where you feel good and proud of yourself. And relax. Shake it. And we are doing our arms. Whew. Bend over. And we go. Press. Up. Make sure your arms are really as high as you can to feel more work without rounding your back. That's very important to keep a good posture here. Up. Whew. If you feel the lower back, just shake it off and come back to it. 10 seconds. You can do it, girl. Let's go. I believe in you. I hope you believe in yourself too. Push. You can do this. Breathe. You're strong and relax. All right. Let's go on the floor. I have some glutes exercise and one last exercise for your arms to build for those push-ups. I think you're gonna like it because it's not push-ups, but it's building our strength to get there. So you're gonna go to your elbows. We're gonna be doing it for 45 seconds now. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna adjust the timer. So we're gonna do rainbow glutes. You're gonna bring your elbows to the floor, go on one leg. If you have a mat, it's gonna be easy to figure it out. You're gonna go on the side of your mat, up, and on the other side. So you're tracing a rainbow with your foot, with your toes. We're gonna do 45 seconds on one side and 45 seconds on the other side. Let's get at it. I want you to tuck your belly button in and make sure you have a really strong core. And I don't want you to move super fast and be mindless here. No, I want you to really consciously contract your glutes, go high, control your hips as much as you can. Make sure you breathe. There's 15 more seconds. You can go high, but make sure you don't arch your back, very important. And we're gonna switch sides, so you should feel good work in the glutes and the hamstring. I hope you do. I hope I'm not the only one feeling all those muscles working. I'm sure you do too. Of course, you can go a little faster than me or slower. Choose your pace. You're the boss of your workout. I'm only here to make you suggestions and motivate you, encourage you a little bit. Be your cheerleader. So you can do this. Couple more seconds, and I'm excited to show you the new movement. So, on the side here. So, I'm on my left side right now. So my left arm is gonna come around me, and my right arm is gonna be in front of me. Straight leg, and you push in your hand and go down. So it's really gonna work those muscles here. So let's get started. Push and up. Whew. So you're gonna feel really your tricep working here. You can go all the way down, touch your shoulder. If you want, you can even release and push. And release and push. All right, 15 more seconds. I hope you feel the nice work in your tricep right now. Isn't it amazing? 5 seconds. And we're gonna switch sides. All right, other side. Take the time to position yourself. Your arm under, other arm on top, and press. And come down and up. Again, you can choose to lift and press. Make sure here you open your fingers and you really press in your entire hand, not just in the palm with like a stressed hand. So really open, use all the force that you have, the strength. Yep. Of course, you can go faster if you want to work harder. Try not to compensate with your abs. It would be very tempting to just bring the core up with your abs, but focus on your arm. All right, relax. We're gonna do this one more time, so rainbow glutes and single arm press, and then we're gonna be done for today. So come back to your elbows, and let's do it. Rainbow glutes. Make sure your abs are tight here. If it doesn't feel good in your lower back, the fact that we're switching side, you could decide to go just up and down. That would be totally fine as well, okay? Make sure though that you don't go so high that you're arching your back. I keep saying it kind of in French, arcing. I'm sorry, it's arching, I'm sure. I hope it's the good word. Oh well. If not, then you can have a little fun while you're working out with my expressions. Switch legs. So on each side, make sure your glutes are really engaged. Your abs are tight, so tuck your belly button towards the spine. Breathe, of course. Smile in your heart. Couple more seconds, 15 to be precise. You might feel the work in the leg that's not even supposed to work, but it is because it's stabilizing. So the muscles are also getting fired up. And relax. All right, go to your side, arm close to you, and single arm press here. If you want, you really don't have to press. To lift. Yes, you have to press. That's the exercise. You're gonna notice where you place your hand. It's gonna work differently. So find the angle that's good for you today. It's a new exercise. So ten seconds. I hope you feel the work in your tricep here. It burns so good. And switch sides. 45 seconds on the other side, and then we stretch. We're almost done, girl. Keep at it. Stay with me. The last 45 seconds. Choose where you're gonna place your hand. Make sure you press in a very nice and relaxed hand. Breathe, of course. Always good. 20 seconds. Keep at it. You're strong. You can do this. All right, stay with me. 5 seconds. You have time for maybe 2 more reps. Oh yeah. And relax. All right. Come to your knees. We're gonna bring one foot forward. I want you to stretch the psoas here. So we're gonna bring the hips forward. Very important, your knee is on top of your heel here. Okay, and it's this leg that goes back. If it's uncomfortable on your knee, you could lift if you want, all right? You could also bring your hands on your thigh here, or if you want to stay down with your hands on the floor, it's totally fine. Now bring the hips back, lift your toe. Try to keep your hands on the ground. If you need to bend your knee to do so, do it. Make sure here, imagine you want your tailbone to go up towards the ceiling. You want to feel the stretch at the back of the leg, hamstring, calf, maybe a little bit of lower back as well. And we are going to switch sides. So other leg forward, bring your hips down. So you feel the psoas, that's a good muscle to stretch. And if ever you're working on doing the split, that's the exercise, that's the stretch you want to be doing to go down in the split eventually, just if you were thinking about it. And we're gonna bring the hips back and toes up, this one too. So when I was in my ballerina years, those are the exercises I was doing all the time, every day, to get ready for the split. So I'm sharing with you, if ever that's a goal of yours. And relax, bring your feet together and come to your feet back. Walk your hands back, bring them on your knee, and just roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Your head at the very end. Come back to center. All right. Bring your hands together here and open your chest. So I want you to stretch your pectorals because they're very good for posture, but they're so tensed. We need to open the chest, open your heart. Take some deep, deep breath. And relax your shoulders. Now grab your tibia, bring your heel to your glutes. I'm asking you to grab the tibia because I know there's a tendency to just grab the foot and pull on the toes. And what this is actually doing, you're stretching the ligaments of your feet, and we don't want that. So it's better if you really grab at the ankle here where your tibia is. You can even flex your foot. It's gonna give some space in your knee. Switch sides. I want you to feel the stretch in the quads. So here, press your hips forward. Stay tall. And relax. Take a deep breath with me. And release. One more time. And release. Last time with a big smile. Hands together to your heart. I hope you are proud of you. I am. Thank you for being there with me for working out. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you can do some cardio workouts with my colleague Justine on Tuesday at 11:30. And I will see you again next week with some great fun exercises to get stronger together. Bye!